Hi, everybody. Welcome to this edition of the Golfer's Garden, where we try to help cultivate your game through knowledge that we give you, or Gene Parenti, my great co-host, gives you about your clubs and balls and shafts and any other thing that you might want to know. And it's very simple to contact us, the Golfer's garden@gmail.com. Send us in your question, any concerns or whatever. And when you do watch us, please either subscribe or give us a like, and please share the show. And let me introduce my great co-host, Mr. Gene Parenti, who is the owner of the Golf Labs in San Diego, California, where everybody in the world of golf comes to see him to test their clubs or balls or shafts or whatever. And Gene, we got an interesting one, and I knew I liked this guy when I saw it on the computer. His name is Dennis, and he's from Cleveland, Ohio. And he wants to know about, he's a slicer and has been told to get a driver that has a draw bias. So I know you know a lot about that. So before you get into that, let's stop right here and take a short break, and we'll come back. We'll get into Gene's answer. So we'll be back right after this.
Golfers at every level strive to hit the ball like a tour player, setting the club perfectly at the top, storing all the energy as they unwind and their club head approaches the ball, striking it flush at impact and staring it down as it explodes off the club towards the target. Introducing Precision Impact. Precision Impact is the single tool that will accelerate that process and get anybody striking the ball with complete command. Unlike any other product, Precision Impact is designed to keep the hands quiet and prevent the fatal flipping or scooping of the hands. This amazing product will actually reprogram your brain to keep your hands in the perfect textbook position. Precision Impact will soon have you hitting the most crisp, consistent shots of your life. As you start your backswing, you should hear several clicks as your wrist folds properly for a perfect set at the top of your swing. From there, allow your arms to fall as you aggressively rotate through the ball, knowing your Precision Impact will keep your hands and club head in the ideal position. Order now at PrecisionImpactGolf.com and never look back.
As golfers, we want instant gratification when it comes to a better golf swing and playing better golf. Impossible, you say? Not anymore. Golf Boost Artificial Intelligence (AI) has developed and patented the most advanced swing analysis technology in golf. Simply, the algorithms detect your body position and then analyze your golf swing using their artificial intelligence technology. The AI captures all the relevant data from your swing video and then presents you a personalized lesson. Golf Boost AI is the ultimate swing analysis and virtual instruction system for golfers of all ages and abilities. This sophisticated software takes into consideration your height and build, playing level, and returns the ideal solution for your swing. Bottom line, Golf Boost AI is an incredibly convenient and cost-effective tool for golfers to improve their swing. Go to golfboost.com and check it out. The app is free to download and try. Visit golfboost.com today.
All right, welcome back, everybody. And for those of you, I could just hear you thinking, boy, that guy in that Perfect Impact commercial sure looks familiar. Well, he sure is. He's a great Peter Kostis who endorses that product, and it's a very, very good one. All right, getting back to my co-host, Gene Parenti, Dennis from Cleveland. Drivers made to draw. He's a slicer. He's been told to get one of these clubs. But you know, Gene, before you explain how that works, I've seen players get draw bias drivers and other clubs where it almost backfires on them, and all of a sudden they're snap hooking everything. How could that happen?
It's a fine line, Dennis. If I told you how many degrees the difference between a snap hook and a slice was, you'd be, we're doing a lot of work with PGA Tour players, and it's insane. You're talking plus or minus 3/4 of a degree of base angle out
really?
of 90 degrees to hit a major fairway, a major
wow.
championship fairway.
Wow.
Now, for an amateur, it's not much better. It's plus or minus about a degree and a half, maybe 2 degrees to hit your average fairway. So it doesn't take much. And it actually leads me into, there's kind of 4 ways that a golf club can draw. The first is face angle. And draw bias clubs have a more closed face. And that closed face will immediately help deliver or minimize that slice or that opening of the face. The second is heel weighted. And it's, you can imagine if you kind of pull your arm out and you try to hold your hand out here, your arm kind of bends backwards. But if you try to stop your arm at your elbow, your arm snaps, right? Because you've got all this mass out here. It's the same thing with heel biased golf clubs, heel weighted biased golf clubs, is it promotes that club closing. And so with draw biased clubs, they will put some of the weight in the heel to, everything is about closing that golf club to get the ball to go to the left. The third is lie angle. And this gets a little geeky, but as the lie angle gets more upright, and if you see that toe more upright, that actually promotes closing. If the toe is flat, it promotes opening or going to the right. And the fourth is offset. If you have the face and the shaft is back a bit, that the club doesn't deliver. Or I'm sorry, if the shaft is forward a bit, the club doesn't deliver on time, so it slightly closes as it comes through. So those are kind of some of the components of draw bias. But like anything, it just depends on how much of a slice you have. If you're on the edge of a fade / slice, you might get away with a more softer shaft that might help straighten that out. A more tip soft shaft, as opposed to if you're a 50, 60 yard, if you're aiming in the left fairway to hit it into the right rough, the corresponding fairway, then you need as much draw bias as you can get. You need all 4 of the things that I said. So it just depends on where you are on the scale to how much you need. But if you're kind of on the edge and you get something fully the other way, it's real easy to take a strong fade / weak slice and turn it into a duck hook.
Jane, is it easier to promote draw bias in an iron than it is to a wood?
No, the longer the club, the easier it is to promote. That's why try drawing a 56-degree wedge. Good luck to you. And a lot of that is lie angle, but a lot of it's length as well. Imagine as you swing on that arc, you can do a lot more with it. The steeper your angle, the more difficult it becomes because once again, drawing the ball is sending the ball out in a direction and then curving the ball. With an iron, especially a short iron, that's next to impossible. The only things you can really do with an iron is open or close the club face, which causes the ball to kind of go to the right or go to the left.
Right. That you would think, because most people, as you know better than anybody, most amateur players, weekend players, slice the ball. So you would figure these draw bias clubs would be just flying off the shelves, but that's not the case.
As we've talked about in previous, episodes, the greatest obstacle to golf is the male ego. And it's telling somebody, hey, this is what you need. And they go, well, I don't slice too often. Well, yes, you do. And so, you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And that's why I say, and I, trust me, I'm just as guilty of it as anybody, but I started playing better golf when I checked my ego at the door and realized that hitting a 4-iron wasn't the best for me at 50 years old. So I went to a 4 hybrid, and shazam, I was hitting that club easier, I was hitting it further, and I was landing softer. So, we all learn, we all just learn on different scales. And
we do.
All I can do is present information. If you choose to listen to it or not, I trust me, I get it, and I'm as pig-headed as the rest of them sometimes. So that's the way it goes.
I hear you, and you presented better than anybody else I know. All right, for Geeky Gene Parente, I'm Dennis Silvers. That's going to wrap it up for this edition of the Golfer's Garden, and we'll see you on the next show. So long, everybody.